on, everybody? Welcome back to the Lace Up podcast. This is episode. Once again, I'm losing track of it. Episode 23 now.
22 like Jordan.
23 like Jordan. Pass me the ball, you know I'm scoring. Let's start off with the stars of the week, brother. So, how about you give us your star?
Yeah, my man, the one and only, the Liam Reaper, easy money sniper, young Kevin Durant, man. Game 5 performance was absolutely insane. 49 points, 17 rebounds, 10 assists, bro. Like, come on, that was a dumb triple-double. Without Kyrie, with a shit performance from James Harden, which I don't blame him for, but
70% from the field.
Come on, bro. Like, he's easy money sniper. Like, 70% from the field. Like, how you shooting 70% from the field, scoring 49 points? Like,
that's what I'm saying.
You gotta be elite, bro. You gotta be respected. You gotta be taken into conconsideration, bro.
17 rebounds, 10 assists. That's a triple double. Like
that's
that right there.
Dumb stat line.
That's a triple double. Like damn.
That's a crazy stat line.
But yeah, I guess it just makes my life easier because we picked the same star of the week for once. Because
yes, sir.
That performance was just so great that it deserves like star of the week across the board from both hosts. You know.
Mm-hmm.
So speaking of the NBA, let's hop right into that. You want to go?
Yes, sir.
What do you want to start off? You want to start off West or East?
Well, we'll start with Brooklyn since KD, doing his thing.
You want to start off with Brooklyn? Alright,
Yes,
bro.
sir.
So we'll start off in the East.
All right, so my man's Kyrie fell apart. That right ankle sprain looked really fucking bad.
I don't think he's coming back.
Yeah, like I'm not expecting him to come back whatsoever. Like I wouldn't even want him to rush that shit because an ankle sprain, bro, you gotta take care of that shit.
Mm-hmm.
You really gotta take care of that shit. Game 5, James Harden did come back though. He had a horrible stat line. Well, not so horrible, but it wasn't just James Harden. Yeah, he wasn't there yet.
Mm-hmm.
He did his thing. Game 6 though. Game 6, my man's Giannis. He said, I gotta take over. So defensively, they didn't really change anything. It was still PJ Tucker, handling KD because apparently Giannis, I don't know what it is.
Can we address that?
I mean, I don't know. I don't know if I'm really expecting him to guard KD. He should. Don't get me wrong. He should. But
before the series even started, you and I were literally talking about how Giannis should be guarding KD.
Facts, but the way I'm seeing the series going down, it's like Giannis has a lot more to do when it comes to like that pick and roll situation instead of guarding him KD 1-on-1. I don't think he can guard KD 1-on-1 realistically speaking.
Listen, it's not even about him guarding KD 1-on-1. It's about him taking the switch, forcing himself to guard him when the time is when he needs to. You know what I mean? That's it. I don't think anybody's expecting him to like guard KD the whole game. But it's like on that 49 game performance, like bro, your team's getting cooked. Like you better step the fuck in. Mm-hmm. You're a defensive player of the year. You're the only guy out there who's like the same size as him, and like he's not as quick as KD, but he's quick enough for his size to be able to deal with KD. You know what I mean?
But that's the thing though. Like throughout the whole series, they were talking about it not too long ago about how throughout the whole 6 games, Giannis guarded KD like maybe 4 minutes of the whole freaking of the series.
That's horrible.
Yeah, exactly. Which is like it's not acceptable whatsoever. But I don't know if I don't know. I don't think Giannis is quick enough on his feet to stay in front of KD.
If Giannis is on KD a little bit more in that 49 game performance, is he dropping 49?
I mean,
is he, bro? The guy's got 70% like field goal percentage in that game. Yeah, that's dumb. I'm sorry, Giannis is reducing that. Giannis is reducing that.
But no one could reduce that game though. He was locked in that game.
He was locked in that game. But I'm saying like maybe you get him down to 40. Maybe you get him down to like 60% from the field, 50%, which is still good. But like it's like bro, that's at that point like it's like he's playing against college kids. Like what is that? What is that stat line, bro? What is that? How do you drop 49 points, on top of it 17 rebounds when there's Giannis in the paint? How the fuck? Like how?
I don't know.
10 assists.
He's Kevin Durant, man. You know who he is.
10 assists.
That's young KD, man.
How many turnovers did he have that game? Like
I want to say 2, but like I have to check that.
That's a ridiculous stat line.
Bro, he played like crazy that game, man. He literally went off. But then again, I don't think he didn't play like that. He had 3 turnovers. He didn't play like he wasn't that aggressive the whole game. When fourth quarter hit though, that's when he's like, "Give me the fucking ball, get the fuck out the way, get the fuck out the way, bro." Like, hey man, I'm not expecting anything from anything less from your superstar anyways. So
yeah, so we got Game 7 tomorrow, actually, the 19th.
hey man,
going down. So
who do you think is gonna go through?
Honestly, if you're Brooklyn and you lose this series, it's embarrassing. I don't care if Kyrie's injured.
You think so?
Yeah, bro. You don't stack the deck like that and lose. You just can't. Like, you just can't.
I mean, from the looks of it, bro, like if they don't lose now, depending on who they get in the second round, depending on Philly or Atlanta, they might lose to Philly, bro. They might lose to Philly because I don't see Kyrie Irving coming back within the next like 2 weeks easily.
But I see James Harden getting into form by then, midway through that series.
Yeah, but James Harden and KD for Philly, that's defensively they can handle that.
Yeah, man. Like, I still think Brooklyn could beat them.
I mean, I think so too, but I feel like there's going to be a long series for them.
For Brooklyn, like, yo, if they lose in the semis, okay, like, that's not as bad. But, like, bro, if you don't make it, like, you can't lose in the second round with the team that you have. Like, you just can't. You just can't. It's embarrassing.
I mean, they better not. But then again, Giannis got exposed last year, and he's been getting exposed. But you know, like he also has a chip on his shoulder.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, speaking of the other series in the East, Philly Atlanta, we just finished watching. What was that, Game 6? So Philly just tied the series 3-3. How you feeling about this one?
Hey man, the fact that Atlanta even got all the way to Game 7 with Philly is already impressive. Like I can already give them the flowers, bro. I can already give them the flowers. And I'm not even gonna lie to you, but when the game started today, I thought Atlanta was gonna take that. So for the sake of my Philly fans, bro, y'all better pray to God, cause I mean, next game is in Philly. Y'all got home court advantage.
I straight again.
Hey man, but I straight, bro. That motherfucker don't play. He don't play. He's not afraid. He's not afraid of no Ben Simmons whatsoever. And they did make that switch happen. He got him in early foul trouble today though. So that shit had to chill. But I can see Atlanta beating Philly in Game 7.
I could see it too, but like I'm gonna pick Philly though.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't want. The way Trey's been playing this postseason, I don't want to bet against that guy. You feel me? And like JoJo played like shit today, bro. He shot like 7 for 21 or some bullshit like that. I'm surprised they even won. I'm saying they won that game because Bogdanovic didn't play good. That's what I'm saying. Like they didn't have an extra scorer. They didn't have someone making threes the way they usually do.
Gallinari had a good game.
Gallinari had a good game, but yeah, him also is like fluky here and there. You feel me? But Bogdanovic shooting like what 3 for 11? Like that's not him. That's not him. It hasn't been him this season. I don't know what the fuck happened today, especially back at home.
Yeah, he shot like shit today. I saw that. He shot something like that. 3 for 11. What do you have? 7 points on the night.
Some bullshit like that, exactly. So
like
yeah. So that needs to change ASAP. But on to the next series. Utah, the Clippers, which they're currently playing Game 6. Hopefully, well, I want Utah to force a Game 7 because I love Game 7s. But we see how that's gonna go, especially with your boy Kawhi out. How do you feel about that one?
I'm picking Utah, man.
Utah to force Game 7 and win Game 7?
Yes.
Oh shit, you confident?
Like, bro, they got Conley back tonight. The lineup is healthy, right? They still have Mitch. They still have Spider and Gobert.
Yeah.
And they just got Conley back, and then the Lakers just lost Kawhi.
The Clippers.
The Clippers. The Clippers just lost Kawhi, so like, literally, it's all on which playoff P you're getting. That's. I mean. And even then, even if Paul George goes off, like they could still lose the series.
Facts, but coming off last game, Paul George finished with 37 and 16 rebounds. Shooting 54% from the field. So it's like if it's either he continues like that and then they go crazy and they can make it happen, or they just get shut down.
If they don't win the game tonight, they lose the series.
Oh, so you're saying if they don't close them out tonight, they're not.
They have to close. They have to close it out tonight while Paul George is hot. Because if he has a rough game tonight and they lose, like he's not gonna have it again for the next game.
No, I don't think so either. I agree with that.
You know what I mean? Like right now he's riding a wave, so like if he can stay on that wave for this game and finish them off, they'll be okay. But if they can't finish them off tonight, and Paul George doesn't have a good game, he's not gonna have confidence going into the next one, and that's it. It's done. Everything hinges on him. Like it's him now by himself.
I don't feel bad for them, but like they need Kawhi in order to execute. Like I mean, like let's be honest right now. Like if they go past Utah, they're gonna lose against Phoenix.
Easy, and it's gonna be well. Here's the thing though, like before we get into that series, like I'm just like I want to say one last thing. Like I feel like the Clippers would rather have Kawhi right now than Paul George. Like if they had to pick.
Oh, most definitely.
They would rather have Kawhi. But and like now let's hop into that like freaking Chris Paul's out with the COVID protocol.
Yeah, but
is it shorter now though? It's not 14 days no more, right?
And that's what I'm saying. That like regardless of how long it's going to be. Like, let's say it is 14 days. Like, yeah, he might miss, like, the first 2 games at most, depending on how far that series goes.
Well, the first 2 games against Utah, I'm scared. I'm a little worried.
Yeah, I'm worried too, bro. Because
DeAndre Ayton now has to deal with Rudy. So, like, he might not be as hot as he was. So then, like, if DeAndre Ayton is not scoring like that, then it's all on book.
Facts, but once again, DeAndre Ayton just had to deal with Jokic, and his confidence is at an all-time high. So Rudy
Gobert's like Gobert's defense is better than Jokic's defense.
Facts, I said, but realistically speaking, I don't from DeAndre Ayton, I don't need as much scoring as I should. Like if he gives me 10,
with Chris Paul out, you do.
Oh yeah, with Chris Paul out, most definitely. But regardless, like even with Chris Paul out, the game's not gonna go through him. You know what I mean? Like
no, it won't go through him, but he's the secondary scorer on that team.
They might even switch that, bro. Like these guys like
go Peyton?
Either Cameron Payne or Cameron Payne or Mikal Bridges is nice too. Jay Crowder's gonna get a lot more touches if Chris Paul is out. Like
Jay Crowder is also good secondary.
Exactly. Like that team is solid enough to like if Chris Paul falls, like don't get me wrong, like Chris Paul being out the court is not like good for them. But like I'm not scared, bro. D-Book is like locked into the point where like he's not afraid of nobody. Ayton's confidence is up. Like that whole team, they feel like they can win the championship, which I would not be surprised if they did at this point, man.
I can't believe they swept the Nuggets, bro.
Hey man, without Jamal Murray, but it was hard to get scoring on that team.
I mean, they should at least win one game.
It was tough, man. You got motherfuckers like Michael Porter Jr. that can only make plays for themselves. Jokic is a triple double machine, but it's not enough when you got to deal with the powerhouse. Like
Phoenix, it was literally Jokic versus Phoenix.
Yeah, so like
So Phoenix is a powerhouse now.
Hey man, you beat the Lakers, you sweep Denver MVP with an MVP on it, and then now who you afraid of really? You're afraid of Brooklyn, and Brooklyn is struggling with Milwaukee right now, and then they have to deal with Philly or Atlanta. Like, come on. They don't really have much to worry. And I think from the looks of it, they're the healthiest team out of the teams that are last standing.
I was gonna say that too. They've only played 10 games.
Exactly. Which
is great for Chris Paul.
Exactly. And him being out right now with that COVID shit, like, yeah, it's kind of good, bro. He gets to rest that freaking shoulder. You know what I mean? He gets to chill, lay back. And this series is not even done yet. So
I think that Utah Lakers series, Clippers series is going to 7.
Hey man, I hope you're right. I hope you're right. Because at this point, if my man's LeBron's not winning a championship, Chris Paul might as well take it. Chris Paul might as well take it.
He deserves one. He really does. If he wins a championship, he's going down as one of the greatest point guards ever.
Are you saying you're going to put him out that top 5 list? Is that what you're saying?
Top 5 all time?
Is that what you're saying?
Maybe.
Shit.
Maybe. He'll be top 10. He'll be top 10 for sure. Some people already have Chris.
Is he not already top 10?
Yeah, a lot of people already have Chris Paul top 10. So.
Yeah.
A chip gives him that extra chip on his shoulder.
I mean, yeah, his chip will solidify his spot at that point because that's always been my thing for him. It's like, what has he done for him to be like that good or that highly rated? You know what I mean? That's always been my thing with him.
Well, I think for this is the first team where he hasn't had to like deal with other players who have equal voice to him. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense, it's like Like on Houston, what the fuck is Chris Paul saying? Like you're dealing with James Harden, like you're the bitch, like you know what I mean?
I mean,
Like
it was a really bad like decision on their part.
with the Clippers, like you know they had a lot of big heads in one room at one time. They were all like
Yeah,
prime age,
too
you
much
know,
ego.
too much ego in the
Yeah,
room. And
yeah,
on this team, it's like yeah, it's Book's team, but when it comes down to like who makes the calls, like who coordinates the court, it's Chris
mm,
Paul. You know what I mean? Like, and D Book respects that because he knows who Chris Paul is and he's young and like you know,
yeah.
he
Chris
knows
Paul.
they know their roles. They play their roles.
Exactly. Chris Paul also has a really good like relationship with like management and shit. Yeah, so I think the coach that they have now, he used to coach him back then or like something like that. So you know, like Chris Paul has a say in like plays,
What's that coach's
defensive,
name
and
again? Mosley?
Monty Williams.
Yeah, Monty
Yeah,
Williams.
yeah. So, but yeah. Other than that, you know, the playoffs are going the way they're going. Honorable mentions. I want to talk about. I had an argument this morning about Luka. And I've been saying this thing about Luka. It's like right now he's in Slovenia doing his thing, you know, still practicing, cooking these boys on the court, you know, playing for national
We
team.
argued about this on the last podcast.
Yeah, but I was talking to my brother today about how he's about to get a Supermax. So speculations, whatever, it's looking like 200 mil 5 years, which is a dumb contract. This motherfucker's looking at 40 to 45 million a year on Luka. It's like,
Well, Lucas should get a Supermax.
hey man, like Luka should get a Supermax. He's that nice. He's that nice. But I still feel like he's gonna struggle playing with superstars. That's my thing. Like the game goes through him way too much.
Not with a shooter.
But like you can't just be a superstar and just be a shooter.
Yeah, but what player in the NBA would Luka play a secondary role to?
No. I'm not asking him.
LeBron, like that's it.
No, but I'm not even asking him to play a secondary role. I'm asking him to allow his other peers to be able to take their shots.
So you're saying if like Giannis and Luka were on the same team, they wouldn't be cooking?
I'm saying if Giannis and Luka were on the same team, Giannis better average more than 15 shots a game because Kristaps is averaging 50 shots a game and Luka's averaging like 32. So that gap right there is what bothers me the most. If you have a superstar or like someone that has the potential to be that good, I don't think they should average like 15 shots. Like, come on.
I like how you corrected yourself. My guy was about to call Kristaps a superstar.
To me, he had the potential to be a superstar, bro. To me, he had the potential to be a superstar. And the shit he was doing in New York was deadly. And then, you know, Achilles injury, ankle injuries, and he had to fall apart. But yeah, like we'll see. Luka does deserve that Supermax. I hope he gets it. But let's hope they do get a new coach so they can change that system so they can do something in the playoffs because losing to the Clippers in 7 games was not cute. Not at all. But that's pretty much it on Luka's side of things. We're going to hop into our Rookie of the Year, someone that we called to be the Rookie of the Year at this very beginning of things. Your boy, Lamelo Ball. So how you feel about that one?
I mean, I'm happy with it.
You're not pissed that Ant didn't get it?
No, because I wanted LaMelo to win it personally, but I understand if people are pissed that Ant didn't get it. Just because he didn't play long enough this season.
Yeah.
But I mean, he did come back quicker than we thought he would, so.
Yeah, facts. I mean, Ant did play good, and Ant's going to be a problem in the league. Like, he's going to be a problem in the league, that's for sure. But yeah, that's pretty. I'm happy Melo got it. Wait, hold on. I wanted to say something about the NBA All Teams. The argument was that KD didn't do it, James Harden didn't do it, Jason Tatum didn't do it. The argument was that they didn't play enough or they didn't deserve it. KD doesn't. If KD plays one game in a season, I don't give a fuck. He deserves to be an NBA all-time first team, bro. Come on, it's Kevin Durant.
NBA first team, yeah.
Like, come on, bro. It's Kevin Durant.
I mean, like, but you can't really argue with the people who are on the first team. That's the crazy thing. Like, if you look at who's on it, it's kind of like, damn, like, can you really argue to take this person off? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
but
what was the list again? I swear it was solid. I swear, wasn't it like Luka, Giannis, Kawhi? Luka, Giannis, Kawhi, and who else?
I want to say Brown was on there.
Steph was on there. Wasn't Steph on there?
Steph must have been on there.
Steph, yeah. It was Steph, Kawhi, Luka, Giannis.
Yeah. So, Steph, Luka, Giannis, Jokic, and Kawhi.
Like, bro, the only person you could argue to take off of there is Kawhi. That's it. And
I'm taking Luka off for KD, bro.
What? What? That's where the game's played and and the importance to their team argument comes into play.
You're telling me you admit you're picking this 5 out of pickup game at the park and you're taking Luka over KD?
No,
Okay.
but they don't even play the same position. Like, what are we talking about right here?
I mean, like when it comes to NBA first team, like they're like when it comes to NBA all teams, like they shit like
Yeah, NBA all teams, but you're asking me about on the court. If I'm on the court,
okay.
if I'm on the court, I'm taking Kawhi out. I'm taking Kawhi out.
All right, so same argument then. So I'd rather have KD than Kawhi on the thing at that thing.
That's
the fuck?
Kawhi to me is the only person on that list you could argue because he also didn't play that many games, did he?
Yeah, I think he sat out a few.
Exactly. So
yeah.
So.
But
Kawhi is more important to his team than KD is to his.
But like look at like the second team, like Dame Dollar, Chris Paul, Julius Randle, LeBron, and Joel. I don't care what you give me, but I don't care how good of a season Julius Randle
Joel has to be on there. Julius Randle, like fuck, like he did have a great season though. Like
he had a great season, but like come on, man. Like I'm talking about Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant can just give me like 25% of his games.
Did they make an All NBA third?
All NBA third team, and it's Kyrie Irving, Paul George, Jimmy Buckets, and Rudy Gobert.
Yeah, I'd put them on that team. I'd put them on All NBA third. That's kind of crazy.
Like, how's Jimmy Buckets on there?
I don't know.
After a season like this one.
Did he have a bad season?
I mean, the Heat didn't perform like the Heat, and they got swept in the first round. So like.
Yeah, but All NBA team doesn't have nothing to do with the playoffs, though.
I mean, I'm just talking about like his whole season as a whole.
Yeah,
It's just, you know what I mean? Like his season was not like. But then
it's
again,
sometimes people try to argue for awards and shit based on playoffs, but it's like, yo, that's not how it works, you know. So I thought that's what you were doing. My bad.
No.
Because people do that shit all the time when it comes to award arguments, and it's like, bro, like it's regular season. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's regular season. It's not the same. Like, it's not the same.
But yeah, that's pretty much it, man. Like I feel like other than not having Kevin Durant, James Harden, Jason Tatum, to me, like I don't know, it looks alright. But JT definitely deserves a spot in the third team at least. KD needs a spot in the second team. James Harden, I can put him anywhere. I don't give a fuck about him like that. But you know. But yeah.
All right, let's get into some Euros, brother. Some footy.
Real deal.
I'm not gonna lie. This is all that's taken all my attention over the past 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So, quick mention: Sergio Ramos leaving Real. How do you feel about that?
I mean, after 15, 16 years out there, I'm surprised. Like extremely. Like why? Like there has to be an issue. It has to be bigger than just a sport, because like motherfucker, you could go down as a legend for that club. So something must.
Well, it's the club though. That was the problem. He said the contract negotiations were the issue.
Yeah, but why would it be an issue for a 16-year veteran? He's a superstar in your team. He's played.
Because they didn't want to offer him as much as he wanted.
That's some bullshit,
they
bro.
said
Like
it's not worth it.
I think yeah, exactly. Which that's a diss, bro. I think
he's a legend.
Yeah, exactly. I think you give him what he wants just because I don't know. To me, I don't know where he would go, and hopefully I would want him with my boys, Chelsea. But that's probably not gonna happen. But like. I don't know why they didn't give him what he wanted. Right. That's my thing. Like, that's the biggest issue for me.
Whoa there. We interrupt this programming to let you guys know that Lace 'Em Up has teamed up with the Jersey Plug, a Toronto-based sports and clothing shop selling high-quality replica jerseys. He's got everything from footy jerseys to basketball jerseys to baseball jerseys, even some cool basketball shorts if you guys are interested. You can access his shop using the link in our description below on YouTube or wherever you listen to our podcast. You can also access our link through our Instagram bio. If there's anything you want that doesn't appear on the site, make sure to give the plug a shout through the Contact Us tab and let him know Lace 'Em Up sent you. So head on over to the shop and stay plugged in and looking clean. All right. So after that quick mention to Sergio Ramos, let's get into the Euros, bro. We got a lot of games. We already know two teams that are guaranteed to be in. Three teams actually. We got the games tomorrow. France Hungary tomorrow morning at 9. That's gonna be a tough one to get up for.
Speak for yourself.
Yeah,
Speak for yourself.
You just gotta walk down to the TV. I'm actually gonna go over to this guy's place tomorrow, which is like a 45-minute drive. So
you know I gotta set up, bro. You know I gotta set up real nice. Come on, man.
we're gonna set up the TV outside. It's gonna be a vibe. So let's start off with Group A. Italy's leading 6 points. Wales second, 4 points. Switzerland third with 1 point, and then Turkey with 0.
I mean,
We know what we said about Turkey, but anyways, we'll leave them be. I abused them last week. It was enough. But this group is honestly playing out exactly how I expected, except for I would have expected Turkey to be above Switzerland, which they still have the chance to do. But Italy, Wales were gonna be my picks to make it out of the group. Shout out to Italy for another 3-0 slap up of Switzerland. Shaqiri, get out of here. Who else did they have? What's that guy's name? Their captain.
fuck, I forget.
Shaka, something like that.
Arsenal boy.
I don't remember. If he's an Arsenal boy, that's probably why I don't remember him. But
Yeah.
but yeah, this group's playing out exactly how I expected. Gareth Bale's been playing amazing. Gareth Bale's been playing amazing too so far. Me personally, I know you love the group stages. You're loving the football. You want it to last longer. I can't fucking wait for the round of 16. Like, now that my team's in, I'm kind of done with the group stages. I want to get past that. So yeah, this group is kind of like, it's a chill group. It's kind of playing out how I expected. Any comments on Group A?
Nah, bro. Yeah, that's literally how it's supposed to go down. Like it's drawing out perfectly right now. Like Italy's supposed to deal with all these teams one by one.
They're not going to play. Can I just say, Mancini has this team running like a well-oiled ship, bro. Those motherfuckers on a leash. That game against Switzerland, bro, like, they were up 3-0, and Insigne and Berardi started messing around with the ball and trying to force plays, and this guy subbed them both off at the same time. He's like, nah, stop effing around. Like, we're winning this game. That's
I see what you mean by chip on their shoulder. Like, I see that.
They're upset, bro. They're upset by that World Cup, not making it to that World Cup last, what was that, 2018.
They're about to be more upset once they get out them group stages. That's all I gotta say.
Well, speaking of, we're talking about Group B. Belgium made it in, and they're gonna face Belgium coming out of the group. Like, guaranteed, Belgium Italy is our first matchup, most likely. That's gonna be a tough one. But I'm gonna stick with my guys, with my blood.
You better. You better.
So Group B, Belgium, I just said, 6 points leading the group, likely making it out. They're already off to the round of 16. Russia, 3 points, and Finland, 3 points tied for second. Denmark, 0 points. Tough pill to swallow after the Eriksson thing.
Yeah.
Finland and Russia, like, this is also kind of playing out how I would have picked it. I would have picked Belgium, Russia, Finland, Denmark, personally. How about you?
Same thing, like Belgium, Russia, Finland. Actually, Denmark over Russia and Finland. I'm talking shit.
Really?
Yeah. Eriksson changes that team, bro. It's like you have someone that
Facts, but like Russia and Finland always perform though. I swear, every World and Euros they always do something.
Russia's boys are kind of old, and Finland is all
Russia's
about like Finland is all about chemistry. Denmark, they got players like Poulsen, Eriksson, Christensen that like, you know, they play tough games, they play hard games. So I feel like Denmark could have made something if they had that man in the middle that could, you know, pass, shoot, you know, do his thing in the middle.
Word.
That would have been different for sure. Big shout out to my man Christian Eriksen.
Group C, Netherlands 6 points, Ukraine 3, Austria 3, North Macedonia 0.
Yep.
This group, I would only say like I if I was picking, I'd go Netherlands, Austria, Ukraine, North Macedonia. We also had that guy who was suspended for the racist comments. The guy from Austria between North Macedonia.
That was by far one of the dumbest things I've ever seen on national television, bro. Like we're literally in a world at the moment where we're fighting against racism, and you decide to make racist comments.
And David Alaba was gonna choke that guy,
He
bro.
was gonna
The
break
picture,
him.
the picture of David Alaba holding this guy's jaw and like literally pissed off was like shit. I don't. Does anybody not like David Alaba? Like I swear everybody loves that guy. Since the day he showed up, like since the day he was good on Bayern when he was young, I've always loved that guy.
My thing with David Alaba is that I always thought he was an OG. Like he always carried himself like he was a big dog.
Yeah, but he's still pretty young, isn't he? Only like 29 or something.
He's 28 or some bullshit like that, and
Yeah.
it's like
He hasn't been around for long, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He started in like the Mario Götze days. Remember when they had Götze and he was nice?
Yep,
Like,
yep.
the
I
older
thought
days.
I thought he was gonna be like laid back, like you're not gonna hear from that guy, like yeah, whatever. But he stands up, he speaks for his team, he's captain of his national team,
I expected more from him when he started his career, though. I thought he was going to be one of the best left backs in the world.
I mean, once you got people like Alfonso Davis coming in, bro, you're getting shadowed easy.
I mean, well, the thing is I'm like Alfonso Davies to me is just the second coming of David Alaba. Like he has the same vibe, to me.
Yeah,
That David Alaba had like when David Alaba was a rookie, people were talking about him like he's going to be the next best left back in the world. You know?
Oh, facts, right?
So-
Like, that left side was deadly. It was him and Iberia on that left side, and that was a quick ass fucking left
And now
side.
they have
bro.
a kid who's even quicker, which is crazy. David Alaba, I
That's
swear he's
dumb.
playing center back for Bayern.
Yeah, from time to time, center back. From time to time, CDM with what's that boy's name? Joshua Kimmich. Sometimes
Kimmich
switch
can
it
play
up.
all over the pitch. I love Kimmich too. He's nice.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, any comments on Group C?
Well, now Netherlands supposed to do their thing. Now
Yeah,
let's
they're
see.
already
I want to see how Australia and Ukraine is gonna play, because I can't even lie to you. I kind of appreciate both teams' games. Like Australia, I like the leadership. I like the
Ukraine Netherlands was one of the craziest games of the tourney, in my opinion. That's the
Yeah.
one we watched when you were at my house on
yeah,
Sunday. Crazy game.
Yep.
Which game was it where like that game had the goal of the tourney until the long goal? Who scored that long shot goal? Was that Finland? Who was that?
Czech Republic.
Czech Republic? Alright, bro.
Yeah.
Well, perfect transition into the next group B. Czech Republic and England tied first. I told y'all England is easy cakes. Tied for first, 4 points each. Croatia with 1 point, Scotland with 1 point. Croatia, well, first of all, England, you guys should have 6 points in this group. You guys should be winning the group. But, as expected, the choke artist, king of the choke.
Oh my god, I watched the England versus Scotland game this morning, and by far the most boring soccer game I've ever watched in my entire life, or like at least one of them. England is such a boring team to watch. There's no way you guys have that much firepower, that much like talent on one team, and you're not giving me like one goal.
You know what's funny? You say there's no way. I say yes way because every single time I watch international football and England has a stacked team on paper, they never, ever, ever perform.
Fam, it's
a
really
classic.
bad.
Like, this is a classic. They make it to the round of 16 and they get eliminated right away. That's the type of England's not beating. Like I don't know who they're gonna face. I think they face if they finish second. Who do they face? Do they face second from Group C?
To look at my freaking bracket.
Or wait, yeah. I think they face Group C. No.
To look at my bracket. Let's see if I can find that right now.
Well, whatever. While you look for that, but yeah, shit. Congrats, Czech Republic. Y'all are tied, leading the group with England. England should be cooking right now. Croatia, eesh. I think that's a sign that team is washed.
Old.
Did you watch any games? Has Croatia faced England yet or no?
No.
No, they haven't.
England faced Czech Republic
And
and Scotland. So Croatia still has a kind of a chance to make it, depending on like the goal difference, but that's gonna be rough.
Yeah, Croatia, damn, bro, that team. I haven't watched them play so far this tournament, but so what does that mean? It means Croatia's faced Czech Republic and Scotland, and they have one game against England remaining, right?
No, they faced England and they lost 1-0.
Oh, that was the first game?
Yeah, they faced England, they lost 1-0, and then they tied a game against Czech Republic.
Okay, true.
Yeah, they tried the game against Czech Republic, and if England was to go through, they'd face the first of no, the second of France's group, so it'd be Portugal or France, which that's not cute for England.
It'd be Portugal.
Yeah.
So, that's my guess for second at least. Okay, yeah. So like, yeah, this group is interesting. One of the more interesting groups for sure.
One of them like interesting but boring at the same time.
Well, like I'm saying interesting because it's like, yeah, who's coming out? You know, it's kind of just like honestly, the group A is like the most like decided right now. You know what I mean? Like Turkey's got 0 points, Switzerland's got 1, Wales has 4, and Italy has 6. So like that one's kind of like that one's kind of just done now. Like, you know, a little bit. Group B is kind of interesting. Belgium's obviously in, but then, you know, the Russia-Finland thing. Same thing with Group C. Netherlands in, but then you got Ukraine, Austria going on. Group D is like a whole mess, you know. It's a weird one. Like, I think we know... I think we know it's going to be Czech Republic and England, but, like, you know, something weird could happen. Like...
I would not be surprised, but when I like, right now... Croatia and Scotland are just 1 wins away from both these other teams.
Exactly. So and like Korea, and one of them is gonna win that game regardless. So
yeah.
And then the other teams, they have one more game. If they lose, then they're tied. Then, yeah. So like basically, they're guaranteed to have a tie for second place. I think.
Around there, like it all depends on how
unless there's draws. But if somebody wins, they're guaranteed to have a draw for second. Because Czech Republic has to face England still, and then Croatia has to face Scotland, and that's the end of the group. No, then everybody face each other once.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. So Croatia, Scotland, one person's coming out of there with a win, and if one person comes out of the win between Czech Republic and England, that means we could see England and Croatia or England and Scotland being tied for second, depending on who wins, or Czech Republic. And then if goal differential, who knows? England could even finish in third. Because they only scored 1 goal, right? I swear they only scored 1 goal both games.
So, like, right now, I feel like this group is literally just going to be decided on goal differences. I'd laugh so hard if England was to end up last in the group.
If England loses against Czech Republic and Croatia lights up Scotland, or vice versa, Scotland lights up Croatia, then they finish third. Which
wow.
is crazy.
Bro, come on, man. That game was just so bad. Like, they have way too much firepower on the pitch and on the bench.
Oh, man, bro, I'm just looking at Group E right now. Spain is third. And you think they're going to give Italy trouble, man. Like, this is comedic. Like, really, y'all think England and Spain are going to give them trouble? Like, yo. Freaking Sweden's first with 4 points, which is insane. Slovakia is second with 3. Spain is first. Spain is third with 1 point. These guys have a loss and a draw. That's embarrassing. Who did they lose against?
No, they didn't lose, bro. These teams are only at 1
game. Oh, they're only
at
1 game. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. No, wait. Sweden played 2. Sweden played 2,
but they played the second one against Poland, I think. Oh, no, they played the second one against...
Spain. They tied Spain.
They tied Spain and they beat someone, but Spain's playing tomorrow.
They beat Poland. They tied Spain and beat Poland. Slovakia... Who did Slovakia... They beat someone, too. Who did Slovakia beat?
Slovakia beat...
Poland? Poland lost 2 games? Is that what happened?
I think so.
That's how the math's adding up, to be honest. I haven't watched any of these games, to be honest with you people. I think I watched Spain, Sweden.
Yeah, I think that's just so they could beat Poland. I don't think... Yeah, Poland didn't win anything, so... Which is kind of sad.
Which is crazy. Do you know what my rankings were for this, like, before it started? I had Spain...
And then Poland?
Spain, Poland, yeah, Slovakia, Sweden. Or, like, either or. Like, you could flip the last 2. But I had Spain, Poland coming out the group.
Yeah, I thought so, too, to be honest with you. But Lua's been getting on shut down.
But for Spain to be in third right now is crazy. They better win a game.
They haven't figured out their system, too.
To me, they're another team like Germany. They don't have a finisher. They don't have a pure striker to put that ball in the net. They have Morata.
Yeah.
Who had a bad game, and I think they were going to sub him out. They're going to switch him in the lineup for someone else.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm waiting to see what tomorrow's game is going to look like. Cause,
we got to watch that tomorrow, too. Yeah, that group's interesting. Now, Group F, we got Portugal and France tied with 3 points in the lead, a win each. And then Germany and Hungary, obviously, 0 points. Who do we got tomorrow? Portugal, Germany,
and France, Hungary.
Well, France is on France Hungary. Like I didn't ask about that because I know they're gonna win.
Yeah.
I'm taking Portugal over Germany. So, bro, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if Germany's only win is against Hungary in this group. And uh, and and Portugal and France finishing with 9 points each. Actually, wait, no, they have to face each other too. Yeah, like I wouldn't be surprised if it's like France with 9, Portugal with 6, Germany with 3, Hungary with 0. I see Hungary getting swept. If Hungary wins a game against anybody, it's against Germany.
I'm saying if Hungary even gets a point against anybody.
Yeah, a draw. I could see Hungary, Germany getting a draw.
Jesus Christ. I would cry.
Bro, I don't believe in Germany and Spain and like England. Like I don't think they're that nice, like me personally, but that's just me. I just think like their attack is not scary enough. And like their midfield and defense is great, but it's like it's not so great that lack in attack they can cover for it with defense, you know what I mean?
Yeah, big
Like
time.
like I look at that old like the old Italian teams and the old German teams too, like both of them. Like you look at that old Italian team, that midfield was like always one of the best, if not the best midfield in the world every year, and that defense was usually always the best. They always usually had like the best, like one of the best keepers, best center backs, best mid in the world for years. So that them lacking in that striker position, they could cover for it because the rest was so good, so solid that like all they needed was to get one lucky goal, a little bounce off someone or some shit, and they could lock it down and hold that game to get the dub, you know, which is completely different from how the team plays now. Same thing with Germany, right? Germany, like, think about how many different heroes they had. They had Götze, they had Klose, they had, like, all these different guys who scored that goal that got them through because they never had that main striker. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Like, you think about France when they went on the runs, when they went on the run in, like, Euro, it was Grisou. You know what I mean? Like, Grisou got them there. Like, even Grisou, I swear he was their best scorer in the last World Cup when they won the World Cup too. So like they had their guy, they had that guy who finished for them and got them to where they needed to be. All the teams that like won something had a guy, like had a guy who was doing something for them at the time. But yeah, so that's why I'm not scared of Germany and Spain because I think like their best parts are getting old. Like Germany and Spain to me look like what Italy looked like. Not the last World Cup, but the last Euro before that, the 2018 Euro. You know, it's like it's coming where it's just like in like either by next World Cup or next Euro, like your team, you got to inject new blood and like reset, or else like you're gonna fall through the cracks.
Yeah, you're not going nowhere with that.
That's how I feel about Germany and Spain. England, it's kind of just like England are like the Toronto Maple Leafs. You know, it's like on paper you guys look like you should be like probably second best after fucking France on paper, like, but we are England and we just know y'all never figure it out. England's had some of the best on paper teams I've ever seen in my life, like, and like they can't figure it out, bro. Like
it's crazy. It shocked me all the time, bro. Like today, I promise you, I watched the game and I was like, yo, this is horrible. This is bad. But for Germany, okay, I'm gonna root for Germany because after France, like they're definitely the team I like the most in this whole tournament. But France, like that first game was a rough one, so that's a lucky 3 points right there. But I want to see what Germany is gonna do against Portugal tomorrow because that's gonna be a showdown too. Like
that's gonna be a showdown, but I'm picking Portugal, man.
I'm going with Germany, fam. Like I have to. I have to. I mean, I want Ronaldo to.
I mean, that's gonna be the second best game of the tournament after France, Spain. France, Germany. Like, other than those two games, like we haven't seen anything like final wise yet. Like, what's the next best possible matchup? Like Wales, Italy is probably the next other good matchup in any group.
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah.
Yeah, like who else? Who else is like interesting? Like, yeah, who else is interesting? Not really. England doesn't have anybody. Croatia. England, Croatia, and then Italy, Wales is probably, like, the only other two matchups that are, like, oh, this is kind of interesting. But in comparison to Portugal, Germany, and Portugal, France, and, France, Germany, France, Portugal, Portugal, Germany, like, all those three games are, like round of 16 games, like, in a group. That really is the group of death. But,
yeah. We'll see.
Man,
like, I want Ronaldo to win just because like I want my rematch of that last Euro. Okay.
I think that is what's happening. That's my pick. I think it's gonna be Portugal France in the final.
Oh well, let's see because Ronaldo is. It's either Ronaldo's gonna beat France again because he didn't play the last full game, that last final, and he beats them again, or he stays the full game and France shows him what the fuck is up, and then, we'll see. We'll see how it's gonna go down.
Yeah, you have anything else to add to the group stages, or are we cool with that?
Nah, we should be. I just can't wait for tomorrow's games, man.
Me too, man. I'm gonna get a nice sleep tonight. Pull up. We're gonna get day drunk and just watch some games. It's gonna be lit. I love international footy. Oh my god.
Yes,
It's literally the best time of year. So let's hop into some NHL, bro. Stanley Cup playoffs. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I haven't watched any games. I've just kind of been paying attention to social media and what's been going on. Not much to add. These series are pretty fresh. Like the semis just started. Vegas and Montreal tied 1-1 each. They just got Jeff Petrie back. He had like some messed up eyes. Did you see those pictures of Jeff Petrie's red eyes online?
I didn't see that, but someone was talking about it.
Bro, he had like I don't know if he had an operation or if he just came back from something, but like his eyes are like bloodshot. Like they're literally like blue pupils with red. I don't know what the white part is called.
Fuck, like
yeah, he looks like a demon. It's scary, but like, but yeah, the series is tied 1-1 with Vegas and Montreal. Which hey, shout out to Montreal for getting one win over Vegas.
That was a good game. That was a good game.
You watched?
I watched the highlights. That was a good game.
Which one? Game 2?
Yeah, the one they won 3-2 or something like that. That was a really good game.
Yeah, bro. This series, like, I'm kind of disappointing myself for not watching any, but it's just like, I'm more interested in like NBA playoffs and Euros right now. So like,
I mean, it's tough. It's tough to watch some shit like that when your team got out and
that's the thing too. Like, it's like the Leafs being out like made me like. And especially this season, it just left such a sour taste in my mouth that like hockey's kind of like fuck you right now. Like I'm in that mood, which sucks because like I still want to be able to cover the NHL and keep an eye on it. I'm definitely gonna have to watch finals games though. That's a different story. And then Tampa's leading the series with the Islanders, so 2-1. Not shocking, not surprising. Honestly, man, like, I want this to either be Vegas, Tampa, or Montreal Islanders in the final. Because Montreal Islanders would be just very grindy, low-scoring hockey. Vegas, Tampa would be so much more fun to watch. But...
Bro, I want Montreal to win, man. I want Montreal to win for the sole purpose. I want to party.
Go to Montreal and get Livio. That city would get torn upside down. I hope you know.
Yeah, I'm going to be part of that shit, bro.
A Canadian team hasn't won since 93, and it was Montreal, the last winners.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, a Canadian team hasn't won the Stanley Cup since 1993.
Damn, son. That's fuck. Hey, Montreal, I'm rooting for y'all, man. Y'all go do your thing, because I need that. I need that.
Alright, bro. Let's hop into overrated, underrated.
Damn.
You got the list ready, bro? It's your turn this week.
Yes, sir. I got this. First and foremost, Bruno Fernandes. Do you know about Bruno Fernandes?
Yeah, I do.
Bruno Fernandes, a young buck. He's apparently top 3 best mids in the Prem. Which is only gonna be said by, or not only, but it's gonna be said mostly by Man U fans because he's a Man U boy, 25 years old. He's doing his thing.
He's not even the best mid on his team.
Apparently he's better than Pogba, bro. Don't let me go get a Man U fan right now. He'll tell you about Bruno Fernandes being better than Pogba, bro.
I mean, if that's the case, then overrated. Like I like Bruno, but I feel like how many prime years has Bruno had under his belt now? Like 3 seasons.
But apparently, since he's just 25 or 24 or some shit like that, he's not really in his prime yet. He's still trying to figure it out. We're still giving him time to adjust to whatever game it is. And
yo, don't get me wrong, bro. Bruno Fernandes and João Felix, both of them being injected into that Portugal lineup, are one of the reasons why we talk about Portugal so highly, you know what I mean? Because for years and years and years without them, it was like Ronaldo and then like Pepe, and then like who Renato Sanchez was like their next best guy. Like for
Mm-hmm.
years it was just Ronaldo and Pepe. That's
Mm-hmm.
it.
Yeah.
Like Bruno Fernandes, João Felix, and Ronaldo in the attack are so good that we have them out here like Portugal ranked above teams like Italy, Spain, Germany's. But if I'm talking about like full lineup composition, yeah, those three attackers are nice, but the rest of Portugal's lineup, I don't know how I feel about that.
It's shaky, yeah.
It's shaky, you know, and then like
Mm-hmm.
people want to talk about Bonucci and Chiellini being old, but meanwhile y'all are playing Pepe, and at least Bonucci and Chiellini are still playing in like Serie A, a top league, you know. Pepe's playing for Porto,
Yeah.
like, you know, he got some Champions League under his belt this year, but like that's about it. Like you know, it's like don't but that just is a credit to how good like Jao and
Bruno Fernandes.
Bruno Fernandes. I said Bernardo. Bernardo Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes are. So, yeah, but I'm still gonna say overrated because, yeah, I don't.
I fuck
I
with
think
that.
he's good. I think he's good, but like not that good. I don't think he's gonna be like anything. He'll be like one of those star players that like when you mention your name, you're gonna be like, oh shit, yeah, Bruno Fernandes. But like I don't think he's gonna be that guy who like when you talk about your favorites, he's number one on the list. He's top guy. He might be like a Juan Mata who has like a great period in his career and falls off at worst, and then at best he'll be like a who's a mid who lasted a long time, but like he'll be like a like maybe like a I know people are gonna be upset with this, but like a Gerrard maybe or a Lamb.
Jesus
Right?
Christ, you just.
I know
named
they're
elite.
greats. I know they're greats, but like, I'm saying like I don't think he's like a like I think Pogba is like a Zidane like Pirlo level guy, and I don't think Bruno Fernandes is that level, and I don't think Lam or Gerrard are that level. I think they're just like a tier below those guys. You know what I mean? Like we're talking about like elite of the elites midfielders, right? And there's elite and there's like superstar, you know? And like those elite guys, like that to me, like I'm one of those people when it comes to like I'm that guy. If I'm managing the Hall of Fame, like you better be a fucking Hall of Famer to get in. You know, like I'm not letting. If you have anything less than 3 chips, you're not making it in. I don't care what your stats are. Like it's 3 chips. That's it. If you have a gold medal, even better. Like you know what I mean? Like it's just you need accolades, you need stats, you need it all. You really gotta be like that guy. So
But that's so hard to measure in soccer though.
But that's what I'm saying though. Well, no, it isn't because it's like if I think of like, first of all, mids is the easiest position to think about it. But like if I think of like center backs, right? If I think about center backs in the world right now who are elite, like okay, perfect example. Chiellini is elite. Bonucci is a superstar. You know what I'm saying? Like Chiellini is at another level. Ramos is elite. Varane is a superstar. You know what I'm saying? Like, Piqué at one time was elite. You know what I mean? Like, he was there. Like, he was up there like that. Virgil van Dijk is elite. Right? Like,
So Virgil van Dijk and Chiellini are in the same conversation.
not yet. Like, but Virgil's getting there. Like, when Virgil's career is done, he's going to be up. But, like, Chiellini and Ramos are, like, obviously, like, the GOATs that are, like, playing right now at center back. You know what I mean? I can't think of any other players that even come close. Like to me, like Ramos and Chiellini should be like in like top 20 conversations at the very least. Like, you know, they're up there. Like, you know, they're some of the greatest center backs to ever walk this earth, especially with the longevity that both of them have. You know what I mean? Chiellini's damn near 40. Like out here balding, like he's losing every fucking hair follicle, and he's still locking down kids. Different. He's locking down guys who are like literally half his age. Like he's fucked.
That guy's different, bro.
Same with Ramos, bro. Ramos will still break your legs, bro. Like the league has completely changed. He does not care. Red card. red card, and you're not scoring. Like, I will break you before you score. Like Pepe's a superstar. He's not elite. You know what I'm saying? Like he's a superstar level.
I feel like Pepe was once elite, bro. I feel like Pepe was once elite, bro.
Maybe. Are you taking Piqué or Pepe?
Pepe for me.
Pepe, eh? Yeah, Piqué fell off pretty hard, but like Ramos and Chiellini are on another level. I think Virgil's gonna get there one day. Like I'm trying to think.
Like right now when we're talking elites, and I want to like highlight the king of elites. I want to think about like like what's that motherfucker's name? Italian center back, Cannavaro. That
Oh yeah, like that's an elite center.
That's
exactly.
an elite center back, but I don't see motherfuckers like I don't know if Van Dijk all said and done is gonna be up there.
You don't think so?
I mean, I don't know, man. Like,
what does he have right now? He has a Prem.
He has a Prem. He has a Champions League. Internationally, he's not doing shit. Internationally, he's not doing shit. So like, he better win Prem and Champions League a few more times before I even.
International, he might, bro. He might be in his 30s, and all of a sudden, like Netherlands gets a resurgence. You never know.
I hope so. Like, you know, so
Netherlands would be much more of a like. They would be like that lower echelon powerhouse if they had Virgil van Dijk in their lineup right now. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like them losing Virgil hurts them a lot. Like
Big
if you
time.
look at like a team like France losing Coman, Italy losing Verratti, that hurts because that's one of our MVPs. But like we were able to survive. You know, we got enough good mids to plug that hole and survive.
Yeah, most definitely.
Like France, obviously that attack, like you're set no matter what. You've got fucking Martial that you don't even call up. Like, you know what I mean? You're set no matter what. That attack's set. But yeah, like Virgil's a big loss because that's arguably their best player they have, and he's not in the lineup. So, and I don't know if he's coming back at all.
No, I don't think so. He said he's done. He said he has to rest his knee.
Oh yeah, because Verratti I think is coming back. I don't know when, but like we have him. We called him up. Like he's just injured.
So, I mean, he doesn't really have to play for the group stages anyway.
He doesn't have to. He doesn't have to.
Like,
but like that's the thing though. But like then how do you take out Locatelli for him? That's my thing. But anyways, we're in overrated, underrated. We're just going back into talking this shit. So what did we say? I said Bruno Fernandes overrated. So
yeah, my next one is another honorable mention that we should have mentioned today, but Kemba Walker. Kemba Walker got traded to OKC today for Al Horford and Moses Brown, which is a good first move by Brad Stevens as a GM. I'm proud of you, Brad. You did your thing. But Kemba Walker, bro, they just ruined your career. You went to OKC. My bad, Cody. But now I'll tell you. Is he overrated? Is he underrated? Is he probably rated? What it is? Because what it is, man. Oh shit. He's got to think about that one.
Can I give a split answer?
Oh shit. Motherfucker said a split answer. All right, you gotta explain yourself then.
Charlotte Kemba, underrated. Boston Kemba, overrated.
Okay.
So I'll say properly rated over his career. But Charlotte Kemba, under fucking rated. Boston Kemba, over fucking rated. Because I was literally remembering series where I literally remember last season when I was watching some playoff games with Boston and people were literally like the Boston versus Raptors series, and the announcer was literally talking about how Kemba's the decider every game, and it's like, bro, this guy didn't do shit the whole series. Like, why is this guy the decider? Like, no, he's not like that.
It was rough for him, man. It was rough for him in that system, especially when you got guys that like should be taking 30 shots a game within Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum.
And they also had Hayward at the time too.
So how are you splitting the shot? Like even Marcus Smart is gonna give you a couple, but like how are you splitting that around? You feel me? So
well, at that point he should become a playmaker. You know, he should pull a James Harden basically.
Yeah. Anyways, on to the next one. The next one is another menu boy that I was talking shit about earlier, and I ended up getting benched today. Marcus Rashford, overrated, underrated?
Underrated in my opinion.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I think that guy's potential is so untapped. I think first of all, he needs to get the fuck out of Man U though.
Speak that shit louder, man.
Like, he needs to get the fuck out of
God
Man U, bro.
Damn, yeah, hell
that
yeah.
guy needs to get that guy. You put him on like a Juventus.
Yo, don't even let him go far, bro. I want that guy at Chelsea, man. I want everybody at Chelsea at this point, bro.
No. You plug that guy into into a nice system where he's complimentary. Like you plug that guy. I don't want him going to Spain because both those teams are too much pressure for him. He needs to not go to he needs to be outside of a pressure place because like Man U. And I honestly think Spain is like a cancer right now for career. Like I'm not touching there. Like with Ramos leaving Real, with Messi's whole issues, you know, with like them replacing Suarez with Aguero, like those two Spanish teams. Like honestly, to me, if you're gonna go to any of the three big Spanish clubs, I'm going to Atletico first over the other two. No cap.
Yeah.
No cap. Like Atletico looks nice, but yeah, I'm saying like Rashford in like a Juve, Rashford in like. Do I see him in a German team? I could see him playing for Bayern. I can see him playing for Bayern. Obviously, he could play for like other BPL teams. I feel like Rashford on like a Tottenham would be crazy. Rashford on.
That would be fucked.
Yeah.
Rashford's son, Gareth Bale and Harry Kane. Oh my god.
Well, they're gonna lose Gareth Bale. He's going back to Real this year.
I don't think he should. But,
well, he was on loan, so they could try to buy him out. They could try to buy, take over his contract.
They should.
What else? It's like it's hard to figure out a team for him. You know, like I can't see him fitting into Dortmund. Great.
All those teams are gonna change, bro. Especially with some of these players' performance during this Euro, all those teams are gonna change next season. So
yeah, I mean, to me, Real and Barca are like kind of washed right now. Like Barca's in a better state than Real, but Real is pretty washed. Like like they have Vinicius who's up and coming, but like Asensio, like his prime did not last long. Like Ramos is gone. They have Varane, who's nice, and Courtois, which is good. Like what's his name? Freaking
Tony.
Tony Cruz is going downhill. Their fullbacks too fell the hell off.
Valverde, is that what you're talking about?
No,
What you talking about?
what's his name? Carvajal,
Oh,
and Marcelo, who I fucking adore.
La vieillesse.
Like they're getting old. Like they still have Benzo. What am I talking about? As long as they have Benzo, they're okay. But even Benzo should get the fuck out that team.
Facto.
Benzo, it's time for you to leave Real, bro.
Yep, you said it. But anyways,
if Mbappe leaves PSG, Benzo should go there.
oof. I wonder where Mbappe would go if he was to leave PSG though.
Imagine Neymar and Benzo together.
Imagine Mbappe going to Real.
I could see that. Imagine them transferring and then like Real paying a little extra money for Mbappe. You know. Actually, his contract's done. They don't even have to pay. Mm-hmm. They can just sell Benzo and get money, or keep them and have that as a twin head. But
oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh shit. But anyways,
who's next?
Last one, your boy, le petit poulet, Raheem Sterling.
As much as I roast Raheem Sterling because he runs like a chicken, I actually really like Raheem Sterling. Now the question is he overrated or underrated?
Mm-hmm.
This guy, honestly, because if he could finish, he'd be so underrated. But because his finishing is such an issue, like, I love every other aspect of his game. I think that this guy, if he was a finisher, he'd probably be like second after Ronaldo in the world as a winger.
Jesus Christ.
He'd be up there, bro. He'd be up. Like, maybe after Eden, healthy Eden, but like right now Eden's not healthy. I mean, bro, I'm trying to think of like wingers, right? Like I'm trying to think of wingers. Like there's like Sancho. I think Sterling's still better than him.
Sancho, Sané, Ronaldo.
So I think Sterling's better than Sané. Obviously, he's not better than Ronaldo yet.
Who else can we think of? You said no to Eden.
Eden is better than him healthy, but he's not healthy right now. Like Vinicius, Sterling's better than him. Insigne, Sterling's better than him.
Coman.
Shit. Yeah, I'm taking Coman over him.
Yeah,
Nabry plays right wing, no? Nah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm taking Sterling over Mahrez and Bernardo Silva.
You're taking Sterling over Mahrez?
Yep.
Damn, that's a hot take right there.
It is a hot take. I know a lot of people are high on Mahrez. I really like Sterling. Because I remember when it was Sterling and who was that kid on? Was it Liverpool or Arsenal? Where did Sterling come from before? He was on one of those teams, no?
I want to see Liverpool.
Liverpool, right? And then who was the striker? I swear they had a nice striker, another young English kid, but he didn't turn out. He started with an S2.
Fuck.
But you know what I'm talking about, right? Like Sturridge.
Oh yeah, Daniel Sturridge. Daniel Sturridge, that's a Chelsea boy.
What happened to that guy, bro?
Fall out, bro. He probably went to go play in one of those odd countries or something.
But I remember when Sturridge and Sterling were like the next great things, and I was always like, yo, Sterling's the one, and a lot of people were hot on Sturridge, and they're like, nah, Sturridge is gonna be the guy. And I'm like, nah, bro, trust me, Sterling is the one, and he turned out pretty nice in my opinion. He's definitely like a top 5 winger in the world. You don't think right now?
I mean, once again, that's arguable depending on how many wingers I have to look at, but I definitely have to look at it.
Neymar's a wing.
Okay, so if Okay, Neymar's a winger.
Neymar's a wing. He's above him. Like Ronaldo, and then Neymar.
Yeah, but
Coman.
it's so. So if Mbappe's not a striker, is Mbappe a winger?
Nah, Mbappe to me is like he's more of a striker than he's a winger.
But we still can't be.
But like no, because like Ronaldo's a striker, but like he's originally a winger. Like you know what I mean? Like
yeah.
Like it's like Messi can play striker too, but like he's not. Like you know. And
he
can play wing and he can play cam, but he's like you would call him a center forward more than you would call him a winger. You know. Like.
But my thing with Mbappe is that he can't be classified to be one of the best strikers in the world or the best striker in the world. Because Lua's in the conversation, Haaland is in the conversation. Like he can't
no. Mbappe's better than fucking Haaland as a striker. He's just not better than Lewandowski. Lewandowski's a better striker than Mbappe. Is Mbappe a better player than Lewandowski? Yes, but Lewandowski is a better striker. He's better for that position than Mbappe. It's kind of like what can we say? KD could play center, low-key, with his size. Like, he could play center, but it's just like I know Mbappe plays striker a lot more and he's a better striker, but, like, just for a random example, KD could play center, but you're not going to say KD's a better center than Jokic or Embiid. Like, you know, it's just like, no. Like, nah. You know, that's just how I feel about it. Like, but anyway. But, like, he's definitely, like, Mbappe's still, like, top. He might be only second after Lewandowski in the striker conversation, and that's only because Lewandowski is like that great of a finisher.
Yeah, he's that guy.
Lewandowski is like one of the best strikers I've ever seen in my life. No joke. Like he's like that guy's finishing ability is ridiculous, and it's crazy because that's all he has. That's his skill, but his finishing is so great. That like he doesn't need to be that great in any other area. As if the ball is in a spot, that ball is in the net. That's it. If he can if he's in the box and has a strike, and the ball's in a strikeable position, it don't matter. Outside foot, inside foot, top corner, bottom corner, far side, short side, wherever he's hitting that, and it's going in. Like he's a nasty finisher.
So Harry Kane or Mbappe?
Mbappe.
At that striker position still?
Still.
Alright.
Because his speed is just so much better. Like, and he's still a good finisher, and he's a better dribbler.
I fuck with that. I just, you know, something.
Because, bro, like, Harry Kane to me is not even the conversation. I'm taking Suarez over Harry Kane in the world right now.
Okay, now you're getting disrespectful.
I'm taking Suarez over. Why? What the hell? Suarez is one of the greatest strikers of our generation.
Harry Kane's been having, for the past, like, 2-3 seasons, this motherfucker's been balling, bro.
Are you taking Suarez or Ciro Immobile?
I have a bias with Suarez, and I really don't like him.
Yeah, well, but that's what I'm saying, though. If you want to talk about performances, then Ciro Immobile is a top 5 striker in the world. But, like, I don't think he's that talented. But, like, if you want to talk about how performances, he performed better. He won the Golden Boot over Lua last season. So... like this past season, so what are we talking about here? You know what I mean? Like to me, form, like I know where your talent stands. That's what my argument is. You know, but yeah, that's the full list, no?
Yes, sir.
All right, brother. Well, thank you to everybody for watching, listening, and sticking with us. Like, comment, subscribe. We appreciate y'all. Thank you so much for listening.
Peace.